The old short stroke. That would be frickin' devastating. Sometimes you can't have the firearm or the pocket knife or the pepper spray on you. What do? Mickey with CarryTrainer.com, and today we're going to talk about a really simple improvised weapon. Make no mistake, it is a weapon that you can make with something like a chunk of a rag from a t-shirt, a bed sheet, a pillowcase, a kitchen towel, a bath towel, etc. And something as simple as a handful of coins. Let's dig right in. So first things first, before we dig into the change in the rags, I want to set the tone. Anything that we show you on this channel is meant to be used by lawful, righteous people. I don't care if you're a SWAT cop in the biggest city or you're a single mom or dad in small town America. Anybody using force against another human being ought to be doing it for righteous reasons. If not, you're a criminal and this stuff is not for you. So why would we want to know how to do what I'm going to show you in this video? There are plenty of places that you might not be able to take the tools from a Swiss Army knife to your home defense rifle. You might not have it with you. And that could be another country. It could be some building or place that you have to visit. Set the tone. This could be something that you set up when you get where you're going that maybe hides on your body. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. It could also be something that you make hastily. Holy crap, something's going on at this party, at this event. I've got to have something to protect myself beyond my fists. Any weapon that humans have ever devised is meant to increase our ability. Rather than just 2 fists, 2 feet, elbows, things like that. I can maybe reach a little farther. With a firearm, it's reach a lot farther. 10 feet, 100 feet, 1,000 feet. And something like I'm going to show you might extend my reach by a foot or two. But it might also magnify my punch a lot. So let's dig right in. For thousands of years, humans have used bludgeons. This is, in modern times, people call this a sap. There are some other names for this, a blackjack. And there's various ways of making this. This was a gift to me from a student. First of all, know the laws where you live. These things are not lawful in a lot of places. They're definitely not lawful to be carried in a lot of places. But the idea here, I've got a water bag here. These should not be struck like I'm striking them. If you want them to last, I buy them to use for these demonstrations. So this is a bag full, I don't know, 15 pounds of water. That hurts. It hurts my hand. It's heavy. It's meant to simulate a head. But if I take this and just slap through that, ooh boy, does it hurt. And I'm not even using good technique. Something like this, you could chop down onto the brachial plexus, strike to the neck, strike to the face. You're going to cause serious damage, structural damage if you strike somebody with this. Even a strike to a limb is going to cause damage. And you might look at this and say, why? This is maybe a half of a pound of metal. And in this case, it's got a flexible spring and the handle, and this sucker will hurt. So some things that we can do. I grabbed a few rags. I've got one of the cleaning rags that we use for firearms, but I took a t-shirt because we all have t-shirts. Check this out. Super simple. Grab you a handful of change, lay your t-shirt out on something. I am still looking for another camera guy. I'm alone today. What we're going to do, put our coins in the center. There's a couple ways that you can do this. I'll show you a couple. Fold the rag over, and we're just going to roll this dude up. Super simple. And check this out. Once you've got that rolled up, little sausage like that, we're going to take the ends, and we're just going to tie a very simple knot. Just overhand and an overhand. Cinch those two ends together. You see that? Right now it'd work, but it's a little floppus. So if I have the time, I'm going to take it and I'm going to twist this dude up. See this? This is all I'm doing. Super simple, super simple. And you saw the amount of change I threw in there. Nothing crazy. And now that weight of that change is down in there. I'm gonna move this table and I'm gonna show you what this thing's capable of doing. So just to be safe, because I've been injured doing these little experiments, I got some eye and ear protection on. So a couple ways that we can grab this. I can sling a couple fingers through my knot. I can just grab the knot, and basically I'm gonna use this thing like a whip. Check this out. Steel garbage can. This is the one that I punch through. Well, one of them. I break them often. Check it out. So I could carry this thing in a pocket. See that? And you would bury this where just the end's hanging out. And when I need it, I fish my fingers through. This guy comes out. And I sling a ding ding into the can. Make no mistake, that will break teeth, bone, and anything that gets between it. All right, so I showed you opt-in one, a couple coins. How about this? You don't have any coins? Maybe you are near a hardware store. Could you use some nuts, some bolts? Could you use a handful of gravel? Could you use, I just looked on the floor. I've got my juggling bags. These things are just some beans. Anything that's got weight, that energy is going to speed up. Here's another old trick. Actually, some of you dudes that have spent your time on two-wheeled vehicles have seen this before. Grab a padlock, lock the lock. Look at that. Game point match, boys. Game point match. Let's show you what that guy looks like. All right, so here's that padlock. You could keep the ends loose. I'm talking about you protecting yourself. I'm not talking about doing criminal things. But I don't know where you're at. I don't know where you're at in the world and what your reason is. You can tie a knot in there, just like so that it doesn't come off. I could also, if I want to increase the length, I could tie a knot, and the longer that sucker is, the more speed I'm gonna get. But for now, I'm just gonna have it right in the middle. So same thing we just did. Check this out. Have that sucker in my pocket. What's up, what's up? Ooh, a little short stroke, but boy, that ripped a furrow. Let's do it one more time. The old short stroke. Damn. I mean, that would be freaking devastating. I'm experimenting as I'm swinging it with some different grips. I'm wrapped around the index finger. It's destroying the can. I think you get the point. Where I'm going with this is simple. It's up to you to be capable of defending you and yours. It's up to you to have the wherewithal to see the things that are in your environment and be able to use them to your advantage. My friend Joel Gupton, one of the things he would tell every group of students is your greatest resource is resourcefulness. Again, I reiterate, the things that we talk about on this channel are for righteous, law-abiding people to protect ourselves from the unrighteous, the unlawful, the wicked, the evil. Be well, don't be dickheads, tell somebody you love them. See you guys soon. Hey, if you're gonna be at SHOT Show, come check us out at Supervel Ammunition's booth. If you're not at SHOT Show, check out Supervel Ammunition. Bye now. Old short stroke. It's easy to turn a punch into a lethal puncture. Let's take a look at the blade. So some of the coatings come off, but look at that blade. Do you see any deformation? Do you see any dents? The tip's not cracked. I mean, I don't know if I could still shave with it, Well, let's take it back over here now and let's slash on this heavy bag. Is this okay, Drew?
Yep.
So after all those punctures, Doc, tell me how that would work with the human or animal, right? Animal prey. That's vicious. Oh, hey,